at the beginning of last month, I gave myself an assignment. Take a picture every day. But it's more like take a bunch of pictures, print the best one, and put it in a little photo album. This idea really came across to me from a project at work. We're going through a bunch of film, slides, negatives, stuff like that for an anniversary. And I was thinking that if we're doing this, someone's doing this in 25 years, 50 years, there's not going to be a lot from this time right now, 2024, because everything's digital. You know, I've got a box of negatives to go through, and that's really it. Everything else is in the wind. It's on formats we can't really access anymore, you know, magnetic tape, things like that. And that got me thinking about all the pictures I take. They're all sitting on a hard drive. Nobody's ever going to see them unless I show them here, or, you know, Instagram, something like that. But, you know, if I kick the bucket, there's really nothing left. So the idea is to have something for me to look back on, for other people to look back on, just kind of like a record of my life and things that are happening. So that's where the idea came from. Now that this is all put together, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking I would like to have notes, annotations next to each photo saying not just what day it was, but where we were, what was happening, what we were doing. So it really just feels like a baby step away from scrapbooking. You know, in addition to taking all these to the project of a photo a day for a month, I was looking at this as a way of taking more pictures in general. I usually have a camera on me anyway, at least one, sometimes 2 or 3, but I hardly ever use it really unless I have a project. So, you know, another bonus to this is to just get in the habit of taking more photos. I won't say it was hard. Some days it was easier to get a good photo than other days. Some days I was out doing something. But then other days, I didn't really think about it until the end of the day. Because I was busy being an adult, being a human, living a life. All the admin that entails. So some days I'm sitting in a chair at home and I look to my right and I take a picture, and that's what goes in. And I didn't print them every day. I would kind of save up and do two or 3 at once, or later on it got to where I did a whole week's worth right at the end. One other bonus to this, besides getting in the habit of taking more photos and having the cameras with me, is getting ideas for projects. I got one night on a walk. I was just snapping pictures of all the little spray paint lines that the utilities people put out. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I don't know what they mean. I'm sure somebody could tell me what they mean, but I don't know if I want the mystery spoiled. But I thought that could be something, so I printed off a couple. And I got in the habit later on of printing off 1 or 2 from that day on a sheet instead of printing two photos. It wasn't really about saving paper, saving media. I just thought they went well together, so I put them next to each other. So, what cameras did I use for this thing? I used a lot because I have a lot. Maybe too many? No, not too many. I started out strong with the Nikon D700. Mostly I used a 24mm. It was new. I wanted to use it, and I really like that. The shot at the parade with the VFW guys. That was this one with the 24. I used the Fujifilm X-T3 that I'm recording on right now. And the other one that made a strong appearance is this guy, Fuji X100F. This guy is pretty much always with me. One day I was out on a walk. I took this one with me. This is a Lumix DMC ZS1. We'll just say ZS1. I think it's one, so it's the first one that they put out, point and shoot. I have converted this one to infrared with and I've got a little filter on here, so it makes everything look kind of purple. It's really cool. I like it a lot, and I really like the shot that I got with it. Real star of the show, the printer, the Canon Selphy 1300. Discontinued now, but they still make a newer version. I think it's 1500. It's a great printer, does 4x6 prints. I like mine with the white border. I think it makes them look extra fancy. But the thing that really makes them look extra fancy is the color profile, printer profile, paper profile. I don't know, one of those. So when you go into Lightroom and you're soft proofing, you can preview the actual colors that come out of the printer, and the histogram will kind of react the right way. I got mine from this guy in Shanghai, Hong Kong. I mean, I didn't fly there. He has a website, kentam.com. He has them for color, and also he has a series of black and white for the 1300, and I think when I look on his website, most of the other Canon Selphys. So if you've got one of those and you're using Lightroom to master your photos, I think that's a great investment. It's like 10 bucks US, somewhere around there. Check it out. If this is something you've done before, I'd like to know what you got out of it, or maybe I've inspired you to do it yourself. I think it's a worthwhile thing, just to get in the habit of taking pictures and have a little record of your life. That's it. That's my August in photos. Drop a like if you like down there, and I'll see you in a few. I mean, I was already thinking about crochet, so what's one more thing?